We should have did a prank phone call. Just ordered some daggone ice cream. Peace. This is Professor Griff with Sirius Mindz, RN TV, and we're black again. All right. I got some bit of business to take care of. Shout out to everyone that participated in the tribute to the Queen of Soul, Miss Aretha Franklin, last night on World Star Hit Radio. Shout out to John, Marcus, and the rest of the crew at World Star Hit Radio. It was a beautiful thing last night. Just in case you didn't know, I'm on World Star every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 o'clock. Hold on one second. Let me pull this information up. That kind of threw me. Thank you, ma'am. If you want to advertise, as I often say on this show, RNTV, all right, the full body detox in 7 days with, dang, it's right over there and I can't even grab it. Can you grab it for me? The full body detox in 7 days. Olive leaf extract. All right. Olive leaf extract. That's myoliveleaf.biz. Oliveleaf.biz. High blood pressure, diabetic, blood sugar, kidney disease, lupus, eczema, STDs, and all that kind of stuff. It takes care of. I think I'm up to twice a day. So yeah. Good. So call 612-567-3263. It's 3263. 612-567-3263. On IG, you can go to @myoliveleaf. And of course, the website is myoliveleaf.biz. I said to myself, I was not doing corny commercials like that, but you got to get the point. Black people are visual. They got to see it here. They got to see it in my hand. They got to see me taste it. Yeah. Look, the end result, skin clearer, more alive, more active. And then when you do, the melanin kicks in at night and you want to go to sleep. It's sound sleep. All right. And of course, you got to support the Black History 101 Mobile Museum. This is my 14th year with the Black History 101 Mobile Museum. All right. We have to get these things in, brothers and sisters. Now check this out. The song that you're hearing now or before this, all right, I need y'all to check that sister out. We're going to put her flyer up in here. It's the big bright red flyer right here. All right. And check her song out. I'm waiting to get the video in my hand so I can play it for y'all. The song is called Revolution. Make sure y'all check the song out and give us some feedback on it. Last but not least, my wife will tell you we sneak away every other weekend to go see this sister down at Little 5 Points. And she sells a dairy-free ice cream. Dairy-free, so you ain't got to worry about getting your stuff all clogged up and that kind of thing. She's located inside Moods Music in Little 5 Points. 1131 Euclid Avenue, Atlanta, Georgia, 30307. Do me a favor, give her a call right now. I'm going to call her right now. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Let's see if she's around. I'm just doing this on the fly. 404-834-1163. All right. Let's see what happens. We should have did a prank phone call. Just ordered some daggone ice cream. Come on. While we're waiting for her to answer the phone, you can check her out on IG at Plant-Based Princess. At Plant-Based Princess, and she's on Facebook. The Plant-Based Princess. All right. First batch artesian foods, dairy-free ice cream.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Yes, hello, excuse me. We'd like some dairy-free ice cream, right? We've heard on Professor Griff Sirius Mindz that you're giving away free ice cream. We'd really like to know, can you please give us a call back, right? 678-557-2919. Cheers. She'll get that message. Anyway, go check her out in Little 5 Points and back on Moods Music, some dairy-free ice cream. All right, if I'm missing anybody, I got to mention the LOX conference in October. First weekend in October, Professor Griff will be there. And of course, you'll know I'm dealing with my book, Symbology, the Seductive Manipulation of Consciousness. All right. So check us out at the LOX conference, the 24th Annual International LOX Conference in Philadelphia. First weekend, October. Go look them up. All right, cool. All right. The 3 subjects I wanted to talk about today, of course, is Nicki Minaj up first, comparing herself to Harriet Tubman. And then we want to talk about Randy Moss and his attire at the Hall of Fame. And then we want to talk about this gentleman that won $290-something million from Monsanto's, of whom which we've been telling you about. Everyone that I could possibly mention that has a YouTube channel and a internet-based radio show. Everyone from Black Dot to Tariq Nasheed, to Professor Griff, to Sarnetta people and whoever else, Blue Pill, Red Pill, and Brother Rich, and all of us at one point of time have talked about Monsanto's. All right, all the holistic health individuals have talked about and warned us about Monsanto's, and now, but because this brother has won $200-something million, but that $290-something million that he won will not help him because he's on his deathbed and he is going to die. It's terminal. It's he's not going to live through it. The Roundup that he's been using, I'll talk about it in a few minutes after we get through these other shows. It brought him to his deathbed. He's definitely going to meet his maker in a few minutes. All right. But the person who hasn't met their maker just yet, probably met their internet maker or their handler, is your girl, Miss Nicki Minaj. So we're going to pull up some information dealing with that particular subject. Nicki Minaj has compared herself to Harriet Tubman. And I know I got to get this smirk off my face because when I first heard it, I was like, in what instance? But what I was doing, I had some faulty information because I was reading a tweet that somebody put on Instagram, and I wasn't getting the information firsthand. So I said, well, let me go and let me get the information firsthand. Now, TMZ has an army of people armed with cameras, this DSLR cameras, that go out and catch people at airports and traveling and at clubs and at restaurants, and they get the information firsthand. Beautiful thing. So I was able to hear Nicki Minaj say this herself. All right, now you can go up on TMZ or just go up on YouTube and pull it up. Nicki Minaj basically says she is the new Harriet Tubman. I'm going to need some information from y'all. What did Harriet Tubman actually do for Nicki Minaj to compare herself to Harriet Tubman? All right, let's just, some basic stuff. Harriet Tubman, as I've learned over the weekend from a 13, 14-year-old who said, Professor Griff, you said Harriet Tubman took 14 trips from the south to the north in the Underground Railroad, bringing people to freedom up to the north. He said, you're absolutely incorrect, Professor Griff. It was 19 trips. I was like, wow. 19 trips Harriet Tubman took from the south to the north, freeing people from slavery, from bondage, from what was going on the plantation. All right. Probably getting genitals cut off and fear of being sold down the river, families ripped apart, sold on the auction block. So for Nicki Minaj to say she compares herself to Harriet Tubman, how? that deserves a pause. How? In what way? You're bringing black people on a mental and spiritual level to meet your music halfway for you to sell us back to the same handlers that handle you in this dumbed down, manufactured, fake diva ass program that they've put in place in the music industry by manufacturing artists that only tote the line. So if you only talking about material wealth, the acquisition of wealth, if you only talking about what dude you did or what chick that you did, who you bagged in the club, all right, these kind of petty, nonsensical, low vibration subject matter that y'all have in the songs. All right. If that's all you're doing, then no, your name and Harriet Tubman's name shouldn't even be mentioned in the same breath or the same sentence. Deeper than that, Harriet Tubman in most cases traveled barefoot, all right, with the constant threat of being murdered, captured, lynched, tortured. All right. You, Nicki Minaj, and not that this isn't really, I'm not taking no overhand right or no jab at you. I'm just talking about the overall subject matter with you. I heard it with your own mouth saying you compare yourself to an ancestor, all right, that have done so much for black women, even where she is now. All right. You're here alive on the set with us today. And the best you can give us is the pink pussy or the Queen album or the pink whatever, print, whatever. No. I think not. I put in my book, I did a basic case study with Black Dot, a few other brothers dealing with hip hop. And I put in my book a picture of you, Nicki. All right. And inside of the book, the picture of you was a picture of you running around on stage with a white dildo between your legs. All right. Something Harriet Tubman would have never done. All right. But this is you. So what qualifies now? Our intellectual question to you now, Nicki, is what qualifies you to compare yourself to a Harriet Tubman? All right. So I want to understand. I just want to understand it but more than that, I want the people that's watching this and will watch this to understand that particular dynamic. I wish I could go right to Nicki Minaj whips out dildo on stage. During the 2011 VMAs, Nicki wore a very cute, inspiring dress featuring mirrored fragments and the monarch symbol, Operation Monarch. Look that up. But here on page 172 in my book, and thank you, Nicki Minaj, because you're solely responsible. Well, I'm responsible also, but you're the one responsible for my book not being able to go into the prisons across the United States. They said either I take this page out or the book can't come into the prison. Thank you. Nicki Minaj is already credited alter persona Roman, Zolansky. So you have a little white boy named Roman running around in you, which is your alter ego. All right. And you have conversations with this 14-year-old white little kid that's running around in you. Cute. Harriet Tubman, though? No, Nicki. No, absolutely not. And this is just coming from your big brother. You understand what I'm saying? But on page 172 in my book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop, all right, Nicki Minaj, of course you see Oprah down there and a few other people, but from this book, Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop, book 1, Nicki Minaj on page 172 with a dildo between her legs parading around on stage. Something that we know Harriet Tubman had no interest in doing. Didn't even have the mindset or the spirit. Now, some of your jokesters may come on here on the comments talk about, well, I don't think Harriet Tubman had stop that. Now, we're not even taking it to that level, but I'm saying the mindset that would cause someone to come before the world and demonstrate that. That's forever, Nicki. Like I told Tyler Perry, these movies that you're putting out, dressing up as a woman, going through that ritual for them people in Hollywood, that's forever. Now, we're not going to be able to pull that back. Harriet Tubman would have shot her down. Damn. I didn't say that, Sunshine Daniels, but I'm just saying, yeah, that's kind of critical. Y'all had no idea Harriet Tubman was now, she said, I had no idea that the Harriet Tubman comment was now trending. She basically says she could have rescued more slaves if she had known that they were slaves. Now, how? Harriet Tubman said when asked, how many slaves have she freed? She said, I would have freed thousands, but I would have freed thousands more if they only knew they were slaves. Well, Nicki, let me ask you something. Who have you freed? And the ones that actually honestly mentioned that they're mental slaves, who have you freed? How have you freed them? Through what method did you free them? Who have you brought, metaphysically speaking now, and metaphorically speaking, pardon me, who have you freed coming from the South? Read this in Black Dot's book. From the South, which is the lower energy centers, your chakras. Who have you freed from that lower energy to bring them to the North to get higher energy and higher vibration? All right. Who have you freed, Nicki? Who have you brought from the lower chakra to the higher chakra on a metaphysical level? Who have you freed? Who have you cut the chains off of? All right. All right. Who have you freed from this kind of mental bondage? We know you can't do it physically, but come on, these are some questions that we need you to ask. Not the silly questions that TMZ and the rest of these people are asking you. All right. We're asking you some straight up questions to just give us an idea of why would you compare yourself to Harriet Tubman. We'll wait for the answer. This is Professor Griff right here on Sirius Mindz RN TV. All right. If you want more information, hit the subscribe button, click the little bell, and definitely hit the like button. And we'll see you on the flip side of this thing. All right. Once again, this is Professor Griff for RN TV. Revolution is not an event. It's a process. And we're in the process, all right, of going back to elevate our minds into the free spirited thinking that we need to do in order to free ourselves from mental bondage. Come on, help out, Nicki Minaj. This is Professor Griff from Public Enemy. Deuces. Peace.